Okay, so just a couple of examples on one quantity as a percentage of another. Again, that's like a test score or something like that, where you've got one quantity divided by another quantity, and then we change it to a percentage by multiplying by 100. So an example of that is there are 20 people in a room, 12 of them are boys. What percentage are girls? Okay, so to start with, we need to know how many girls there actually are. So there are 8 girls. So what we would then do, we say there's 8 out of 20 are girls. Now, if you remember correctly, the fraction line means divide. And then to change it to a percentage, we just multiply by 100. So we'd end up doing 8 divided by 20, because that gives us a decimal. And then multiply by 100 gives us 40% that are girls. We then could have another example, say something like a student scored 15 out of 18 on a test. What's their percentage? So again, they've scored 15 out of 18. Remember, this fraction line is a divide. So that tells us that we need to do 15 divided by 18, and then we multiply it by 100, which to one decimal place gives us 83.3%. So this person scored 83.3% on their test. Okay, we then have questions about profit, loss and percentage change. It's very similar sort of concept to what we're doing with one quantity as a percentage of another. So if we've got a jumper that was bought for $25 and then sold for $40, what was the percentage profit made? So again, we actually need to work out the profit first. So the actual profit that was made is 40 take 25, which is $15. So the person has actually made cash in hand $15, but to actually work out the percentage profit that they made, because a lot of businesses look at profit percentages and things like that, we do the profit over the cost price. So remember, the cost price is what you as a business owner bought it for. So I'm just putting there cost price is the $25. So we do 15 divided by 25, and then again, to change it to a percentage, we multiply it by 100, and that gives us a 60% profit margin, or percent profit. Okay, we've got a percentage change question here now. So the example is, a person was told that in order to be accepted into the army, they had to increase their body weight by 7%. They went from 58 kilos to 61 kilos. Would they be accepted? So we need to work out the percentage change here. We need to see if the percentage change that they've achieved was 7%. So what we need to do is, firstly, we need to find the actual change. Okay, so we do the change, and the change is 61 take 58, which is 3 kilos. Okay, so we've got 3 kilos as the change. Now remember, the percentage change formula is the change over the original. So the change was 3 over the original, which is 58, and then we multiply by 100 to change it to a percentage. And to one decimal place, that actually comes out to be 5.2%. So would they be accepted? No, not accepted. Because it's not 7%. Okay, obviously your sentence could be a little bit better than that. I've just run out of room. All right, so that's a few things on percentage change. So we've got the one quantity as a percentage of another, looking at people in a room, how many, what percentage are girls. Then we've got a test score. We can also do another one here where we look at it mentally. So what if student A scored 6 out of 10, and student B got, scored 16 out of 25. Okay, we don't know which person did better. And I mean, there's a lot of people that would say the person that got 6 out of 10 scored a better score because they only got 4 questions wrong, whereas the student B got 9 questions wrong. But we've got to look at it as a percentage. Okay, so to do that with these sorts of questions mentally, we can actually just make them both out of 100, because you guys know percentages are out of 100, and we are lucky here because both 10 and 25 go evenly into 100. And to do that, we just multiply it by 10 here, and whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. So that one there's 60, and then 25 goes into 100 4 times, so we have to multiply by 4 here, and 16 times 4 is 64. Okay, so we can then say student B got a better score, even though to start with it didn't look like it. Okay, so that's how you can do it mentally. Mentally, you look to try and put it over 100. If you can't put it over 100, you try and put them over the same fraction. Okay, but given that we're doing percentages, if we were to ask you a mental question, we would want you to put them, try and get them over 100, and then state which student had the better percentage. Okay, any questions, come and see me.